Now we have the story of Diane Moore Parsons. Those who knew her and loved her called her Danny. She was always cooking for everyone. She even made special meals for her pets. She was 85 years old. She was working in the South Tower when the attacks happened. She grew up in Stillwater. Much of her family still lives there, including her son, Frank Tatum. And I had the chance to speak with Frank about his mother, Danny.
As the date draws closer, I tend to have this underlying layer of anxiety. And, this year, it's definitely a lot worse.
Frank Tatum says his mom, Danny, was his champion, the most positive person in his life.
She never really wanted to be negative with people, and if there's a lesson anyone can take, I'd say don't be negative, you know what I mean? Do things with love and not negativity.
Frank remembers that morning 20 years ago so clearly.
I remember what the weather was like that day. I remember the car I was driving. I remember I was in a good mood. I think I was even humming on the way into work. Because I remember it was an exceptionally beautiful day that day.
He overheard a few people talking about a plane that had hit the North Tower of the World Trade Center. It took him a moment to realize his mom may be there. She worked for the State Department of Taxation and Finance and would work out of the office in the South Tower about once a month.
I ran back to my office and I called my mom's office and I heard, "Hi, this is Diane Parsons. I'll be out of the office till Friday, September 15th. And I remember, that hit me like a brick wall. After the plane hit the first tower, my sister called my mom. My mom said, "No, I'm okay. They're telling us to stay put. The building's secure." And then my sister watched on TV as the other plane came in and hit. And when I kept trying to call her, and the phone was ringing and then going to voicemail. But then when the tower collapsed, it just went right to the voicemail.
Frank rushed down to the city and met up with a crew from News Channel 13 there at the time.
Well, I just wanted to check the hospital list one more time, just in case, just in case something came up. They did have a new list of people that were identified. My mother's name wasn't on either list, and it just means, to just have to wait more.
He and his family waited 3 years for the DNA match to confirm his mom's death. Diane Danny Moore Parsons was 58 years old. Evidence of how much time has passed is in the memorial for his mom at Stillwater's Blockhouse Park. The base of it was just replaced because of wear and tear. And in the maple tree that protects it, just a sapling when Frank planted it nearly 17 years ago. But 20 years has not taken away the pain.
It's heartbreaking, but instead of like a sharp heartbreak, like right after it happened, it kind of settles into a dull ache and you just kind of learn to live with it.
When he thinks of what his mom, Danny, would say about the world today,
I think she'd be pretty disappointed to see how things turned out. Now society feels like it's gotten a lot more selfish. 9/11 could have been an opportunity to mend some fences. Among ourselves, among other countries, and I feel like that was squandered.
Frank and his family will be at Blockhouse Park in Stillwater tomorrow. There's a ceremony there at 6 o'clock tomorrow evening. And one thing, Jerry, that I took away from Frank was, despite all the pain he and his family have been through and the pain they still feel today, he was such a positive person and really wanted to embody that positivity that he says his mom, Danny, had. So just a great chat with him. And of course, we will have more of our coverage coming up, including 9/11 remembrances locally in the Capital Region and more stories from local people impacted, Jerry.